The soldier awakened from unconsciousness, only to find himself trapped in a strange sealed chamber. The surrounding walls were tightly sealed, without a single gap. Yet he clearly remembered being on the battlefield before losing consciousness. The stabbing pain from his wounds reminded him that all of this was real. He frantically used his radio to call headquarters for help, but suddenly noticed two chilling words carved on the wall: death. Before long, the temperature in the chamber began rising rapidly. The man stripped off all his clothing, but still couldn't resist the scorching heat. The baking temperature made breathing difficult, and his sweat evaporated instantly. He desperately pounded the walls, but was answered only by the continuously rising temperature. In desperation, he pulled out his weapon, wanting to blast open the wall. The bullets hit it, but didn't leave even a trace. That wall was harder and more terrifying than steel. The man's strength was gradually destroyed, his skin seeming to be slowly roasted by flames. Soon after, he completely lost consciousness. When he awakened again, the chamber's temperature had returned to normal. He immediately took out his water bottle, gulping it down, trying to replenish the lost fluids. However, after just a few sips, the ground suddenly shook violently. Objects in the room began sliding back and forth, and the next second he was violently thrown through the air. This terrifying turbulence didn't last too long. The man had just breathed a sigh of relief when he saw an even more bizarre sight. His personal belongings seemed frozen in place, all hanging upside down from the ceiling. He immediately pulled out his radio to contact rescue, but the crucial phone number was no longer clear in his memory. With no other choice, he raised his binoculars, staring intently at the satellite phone hanging from the ceiling, reading the information while jotting down the number. Just then, the phone suddenly rang. The problem was, that phone was completely out of reach. The man frantically threw his shoe, trying to knock it down, but the shoe was also absorbed to the ceiling, hanging there just like the phone. Anger nearly drove him to collapse, but before he could think of a solution, the room underwent another dramatic change. This time, bone-chilling cold permeated the air.